Hi Pisces, this is your December 19th through December 25th weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Also, check out my latest post in the community section of my channel. It's on January 22nd, 23rd date. Perhaps you'll find it useful. And also, please share, like, and subscribe to support this channel. Alright, Pisces, this first spread is on new love this week. We have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Cups, clarified by Justice. In the potential outcome, we have the King of Wands with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. And we also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is one interesting reading, Pisces. For whatever reason, I heard this phrase, a fated event, or one of you, or perhaps both of you, may think that it's just fate. You were meant to be together, right? Something like that. Because I do see this forward movement, right? We actually start off with the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, you could be going on a road, or you could be going somewhere, and all of a sudden you meet this person and you'll think to yourself, you know, it was just meant to be. I was meant to meet you at this location, or something like that. Perhaps this is just your perception, but I do see this King of Wands who is coming into your life, right? The King of Wands, the first card in the potential outcome, that's the person. And could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart. And I really like the fact that this person is actually in the potential outcome, sitting right next to those two other cards. And we'll get to them in just a second. But again, we start off with the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. The thing about those two cards, like I said, it could be travel cards, but the thing about the Six of Swords, it's not only a travel card, it's a card of an improvement, right? It's a card of things getting better. It's a card of a rough patch being over. And I personally believe we're in each other's lives to make each other's lives better, because otherwise what's the point? And perhaps that's what this person brings to the table. You know, they will improve your life. They will bring the best out of you, and you will bring the best out of them, or something like that. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, this is somebody approaching you, right? Somebody, if you are literally going somewhere, somebody will meet you somewhere, right? The Page of Cups, to me personally, is the nicest page out of all 4 pages. I don't mean to insult the other 3 pages, but the Page of Cups, you know, it's always somebody who is being super nice. It's always compliments, it's always flowers and things like that. Right, and the Wheel of Fortune is a start of a cycle. It's not only a travel card, it's a start of a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. Then we have you, the Queen of Cups, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. And your card is clarified by Justice. As a matter of fact, as I was clarifying your card, I specifically asked how will Pisces feel about what's going on, and the Justice card showed up. You know, for very few of you, perhaps you're leaving somebody. You're gonna leave somebody, and right away you'll meet this new person. Perhaps you're gonna pack your stuff, leave, get in the car, leave, drive to a gas station because you need gas, and you'll meet this new person at the gas station. You know, it's just, I know it sounds crazy, but it could, for very few of you, that could be the case. If you're already involved with somebody, perhaps you're like, you know what, it's done, it's over with. I don't want to be with this person. I don't want to be in this toxic environment anymore. And you will literally meet this new person right away. But Justice is fate. Justice is karma. Justice, and some of you may already know that karma could be negative and positive. Well, it's more complicated than that, but you know, in the simplest terms, karma could be negative or positive. And I think this is definitely positive karma for you. And perhaps with the Justice card, you will believe that this person is the one you want to marry, because Justice could also be a place where people get married, like a chapel. You know, so you may think of this person right away that the two of you were meant to be together, the two of you were meant to get married. Right? We also have the Ace of Cups. on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. So this is a very quick upgrade, so to speak, from the Page of Cups. I think this is like an instant connection. Perhaps it is love at first sight, right? The Ace of Cups always talks about genuine, authentic love. And in the potential outcome, we have that King of Wands with the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. So yeah, the Two of Cups is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when two people are on the same page and both people feel the same way towards one another. So both of you are on board. The Four of Wands right next to the deck is one of the commitment or marriage card. It's often called the 11-11 card. So again, divine timing could somehow be in play here, right? To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding, but essentially it is a commitment to marriage card. So yeah, look for signs, Pisces, this week. If you're going somewhere, I want you to pay attention to the road, but if you do make stops, then perhaps you can look around a little bit. And I think the two of you will definitely find each other this week. It's a very deep reading, you know. It's deeper than what I just talked about. I think you really, somehow the universe will bring the two of you together. All right? So I'm not even going to do an extended for you, Pisces. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Pisces, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Nine of Swords. We have Temperance, the Fool, and we also have the Moon on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries. This looks like a healing. If you guys got into a fight, you will bury the hatchet this week. And I see you being really, really upset. We got the Nine of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords. Yes, I don't know what they did to you, but you're hurt. You're hurting right now. However, here comes Temperance. Temperance could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but Temperance is also a card of healing, burying the hatchet, you know, reconnecting, reestablishing, rekindling. Then we have the Fool right next to the deck. So yeah, the Fool is letting go of what happened between the two of you. Right, and the Moon on the bottom of the deck is your major arcana card, Pisces. That's you. You know what? For very, very few of you, if you've been fighting a lot, you may consider leaving this relationship. But that's for like not even 1% of you. For most of you, you guys are burying the hatchet. But I do see you being very, very hurt. It's like you're literally crying yourself to sleep every night with those two cards that came out first. But the Fool is a complete opposite. The Fool is a breath of fresh air. The Fool is, you know, letting go of what caused this major fight. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Pisces, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Knight of Wands clarified by Death. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Empress. And we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Well, Pisces, this spread made me say wow a couple of times. And the last time I said wow when the Empress showed up, right? So what I think is happening here, the Knight of Wands and the Emperor is the same person. This is the person coming back to you. And I don't think particular zodiac sign really matters. What I think is happening here is that this person used to be all over the place. They used to be a social butterfly. He used to be even a player. They would go to every party. They wouldn't want to commit to you or something like that. If you can think of someone like that, then that would be the person coming back. The thing about them is that that player energy is no more, right? They are the Emperor now. Okay, so yeah, the Knight of Wands is most likely a player energy. The Death card clarifying it could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but what I think Death says is they are no longer a player. They have transformed, they have transitioned, they have completely changed. They are the Emperor now. The card on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. The Emperor is somebody who is large and in charge, somebody who got their shit together, somebody who got a job, somebody who is ready to get serious, somebody who got their own place. And the Emperor often comes through as a future husband or future significant other figure. The Empress right next to the deck is a wife or a significant other figure. So both the Emperor and the Empress makes a married couple. Not only that, the Emperor and the Empress is a divine counter partnership. Okay, the Three of Pentacles right next to the Knight of Wands. This is what they are now prepared to do. The Three of Pentacles is establishing a solid foundation. It's a card of, putting time, effort, whatever is necessary into a connection so it flourishes. So there is a future, right? You, on the other hand, I think you are the Empress, by the way. You will need time to think about it, right? Perhaps you will have a hard time believing. You'll need to see more proof or something like that, because the Empress is clarifying the Two of Pentacles, and I think that's you trying to decide if this is something you want to do or if you believe this person. Well, it looks good. I think they are legit. Perhaps you may ask them questions as to why all of a sudden, well, perhaps not all of a sudden, but why are they the way they are now? Why are they all of a sudden want to marry you? Why all of a sudden they are becoming the Emperor? And you can take it from there. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Pisces. This week we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're the King of Cups. Right? Or perhaps you're dealing with another couple of people, because we also got the King of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of collaboration, and the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck is a card of a reunion or a union or a celebration. So you do have some kind of a celebration coming up. Perhaps it's simply a holiday party at work, or perhaps you're reuniting with somebody, catching up with somebody. For others of you, you could be partnering up, collaborating with this King of Pentacles, or perhaps with a whole bunch of people, but we just see two kings here, right? So yeah, you will have a reason to celebrate. Like I said, it could be anything. It could just be a party at work, or it could be an actual business deal that you're closing at the end of the year, or you're signing some kind of a contract or an alliance with this King of Pentacles. But this looks good. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Pisces. We have Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands, and we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Took me a quick second, Pisces, but then I remembered the cards we had in the first spread, the New Love spread. For some reason, I always forget and to remember what those cards are. But that's what is happening here. This spread is very similar to what we saw in the very first spread, the New Love spread. Okay, this is a different deck, by the way. I use different decks for different spreads, same energy. And remember how we had the King of Wands in there? We have the Six of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a repeat card. So I think those two cards are coming from this King of Wands. If this King of Wands is a Leo, it makes total sense. The Sun on the bottom of the deck is the Leo card, but at the same time, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Okay, we start off with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. We also had those two cards in the first spread. Again, some kind of a fated event or karma, or it's just simply that the answer is yes, the two of you are actually meant to be together, right? The Wheel of Fortune is a start of a cycle, or you could be going somewhere, and the rest is history. The Six of Wands is a card of victory and success, and back in the day, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. Okay? So yeah, this is pretty much it. It's the same story, it's just in a scaled down version of that. And that's what you're not expecting. Yep, the Four of Wands is the 1111 card. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Pisces, for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Pisces, have an amazing week.